Bonsoir mesdames et messieurs et bienvenue à cette conférence de presse d'après-match. Le match qui a eu pour vainqueur le FUS de Rabat qui a battu Ahly Sporting Club 89 contre 78. Avec nous ici pour cette conférence de presse, nous avons le coach du FUS Rabat, le coach Saïd El Bouzidi et bien sûr le capitaine de cette équipe, le capitaine emblématique de cette équipe, Abdelhakim Zouita. Mesdames et messieurs, les questions. On commence par là, oui, Fatou.
Bonsoir à tous, Fatima Silla de la 2STV, Sénégal. Coach, ça fait quoi de gagner le champion en titre? La seconde question, une victoire bonne pour le moral, pour entamer aujourd'hui cette compétition, pour le joueur. Merci.
Je pense qu'on a mérité de gagner ce match. On a joué une équipe de Ahly. C'est une bonne équipe, elle est très forte. Ils ont beaucoup de compartiments de jeu qui sont forts. Mais nous, on a défendu bien, comme il faut. Hier, on a scouté l'équipe. J'ai parlé avec mes joueurs. Si on défend bien, si on encaisse moins de 80 points, on peut les battre. Ce n'est pas une équipe imbattable, mais c'est une équipe qui joue basket, qui joue un basket de haut niveau. Donc, il fallait bien défendre sur eux. Il fallait prendre de bonnes décisions en attaque. Il fallait être costaud en défense. Donc c'est pour cela qu'on a gagné ce match. Je pense que c'est un match pour nous le plus important parce que tu joues le 8e, c'est pas le 7e. Donc ça c'était pour nous de gagner cette équipe. C'est déjà pour avoir, je parle pas d'équipe de Cap Town, c'est pas une mauvaise équipe, mais c'est pas plus agressive que l'équipe de la Libye. Donc pour nous, c'est un prestige, mais le plus important, c'est les matchs qui arrivent.
Bonsoir. Pour votre question, je pense qu'on est content de gagner ce match et on sait très bien que le plus important, c'est le match qui suit. Parce que si tu perds, tu es éliminé, alors on est content, oui. On est content, mais on doit préparer pour notre deuxième match. Bah oui, c'est bien pour le moral. On a joué contre le champion. Et c'est des grands talents, des grands joueurs, des bons joueurs. On était bien préparés. En première mi-temps, on n'a pas fait une grande première mi-temps, surtout le deuxième quart-temps. Pour la deuxième mi-temps, on a serré les dents et voilà, on était bien en défense et on a mérité de gagner après.
So quick translation, the question from the journalist to the coach was to know how he feels winning this game against the defending champion. A similar question to the captain as well, but asking the impact that it will have on the morale of the team, to which the coach answered that Ahly is an extremely good team. They are very strong in all compartments. He told his players that if they concede less than 80 points, they have what it takes to win them, and that Ahly play really good basketball. It's good for them that they won. They will play Cape Town Tigers in the next game. Cape Town is a very good team, but they're not as aggressive as Ahly, and to them it's good. And the captain, Abdelhakim Zouita, said they're happy to win the game. But what's most important is the next game. Today's game is over. They're focused on playing the next game. Beating the champion is good, and he feels that they performed well towards the end of the game, even though in the second quarter they had a dip, but it's good for them to wrap up this game with a win.
Bonsoir, Amine Hameli du journal Le Matin au Maroc. Félicitations coach, félicitations Zouita. J'ai une question pour le coach. Ali vous a fait très mal sur le corner 3. Ils ont des big men qui sont très ajustés sur le shoot à 3 points. C'est l'ajustement que vous avez fait pour surtout la fin du troisième carton et le quatrième carton. Et pour Zouita, combien c'est important qu'un joueur comme Yassine Baïli, qui n'a pas joué par exemple la première mi-temps, mais qui a planté les 2-3 points qui étaient très très importants pour revenir dans le match. Merci.
C'est vrai qu'ils nous ont fait mal, surtout en deuxième carton. Premier carton, on était bien en défense, parce qu'on était dedans. Et on a pris le dessus sur l'équipe adverse. On était à +7, +8 à certains moments. Et en deuxième carton, c'est qu'on a lâché un peu avec les rotations. Ceux qui sont rentrés du banc, donc ils étaient bons, mais ils n'étaient pas tellement agressifs. Quand on a fait les rotations, on a baissé, parce que c'est normal. Ça fait presque 10 jours qu'on n'a pas joué, donc ça baisse un peu le régime de l'équipe. Mais c'est une équipe qui joue bien les pics. Donc au début, on n'était pas agressif sur les pics. Donc en deuxième carton, donc on a ajusté l'agressivité sur les pics, on a aidé, donc on a coupé les passes, on était sur D-Night, donc ils ont eu du mal, et c'est pour cela qu'on a volé beaucoup de balles, et on a pu gagner le match. Donc le match c'était plus en défense qu'en attaque. En attaque, on a joué comme on jouait souvent, donc c'est une équipe, on joue plus collectif qu'individuel. Le moment où on tombe dans des individualités, on commet des erreurs. Donc on a redressé la barre et on a pu gagner. J'espère que ça va donner un souffle pour l'équipe et on doit garder la tête sur les épaules parce que le plus important, c'est le match qui arrive.
Pour votre question, moi j'adore Bairi, c'est un très très bon joueur. Ce que j'ai aimé ce match-là, c'est qu'il n'a pas rentré la première mi-temps, mais son attitude positive, je le salue de tout mon cœur. Il a rentré, il a fait ce qu'il faut faire comme un joueur professionnel. Merci beaucoup Bairi.
Quick translation. So the journalist from Morocco asked the coach about the game, the performance, I think, and the second question was how important was the impact of Yassine Baeri, who came from the bench and scored 7 points. And the coach replied by saying that the second quarter, Ahly really did them harm, in the game. And they rotated the squad. The bench players obviously really weren't as aggressive as the starting five, and they could feel it, but also it's an impact. It's down to the fact that they've not played together for at least 10 days, and they could see it. But they were able to prevent Ahly from spreading the ball on the floor, and they were better defensively because they feel that offensively they played the usual game, but defensively today they were top-notch. And they hope that, the coach hopes that this win will galvanize them. It's a good win, but they're staying humble. And to the question that was asked to the captain, he said he loves Yassine Bairi, he loves his attitude. He didn't start the game, but he came in and played pretty well, played aggressively, and showed his presence on the court. Questions? Yes.
Leonard Soms, ESPN Africa. Coach Saeed, you've been an African champion before, but that was a long time ago. Given how much has changed, how much more difficult is it now? Does it mean more? Does it feel different?
Ouais, il parle de la balle. Parce que j'ai pas fait la deuxième et la troisième balle. Donc j'ai travaillé en Arabie Saoudite. Donc c'est pour cela que j'ai pas pu.
Le changement de l'Afrique, le jeu africain.
Ah, la Champions League, je l'ai gagné avec l'équipe de Salé en 2017. En 2018, j'étais en Tunisie. 2019, je suis revenu à Salé. 2020, je suis parti en Arabie Saoudite. 2020-21. Et l'année dernière, donc, avec Salé, on a joué le Road to BAL. Donc, ils ne se sont pas qualifiés. C'est pour cela que j'étais un peu loin. Mais je pense que je suis un Africain. J'ai toujours de bonnes relations avec les gens d'Afrique. Et tous les gens qui sont à la BAL ou à la FIBA Afrique, je les connais, ils me connaissent. Le niveau, je pense que la différence de la balle avec la Champions League africaine, c'est le nombre de joueurs étrangers qui évoluent dans les équipes. C'est eux qui ont donné un autre niveau pour la balle. Et le niveau de cette balle, il est supérieur par rapport au niveau des autres balles. Donc j'ai participé à la première balle, j'ai vu la deuxième et la troisième. Je pense que cette année, la balle C'est d'un niveau. Donc elle est en train de prendre un grand niveau. Je pense à chaque année, ça va augmenter le niveau de la BAL et ça va devenir parmi les meilleurs championnats le monde. Donc parce qu'il y a des talents en Afrique. Vous avez vu le match de l'équipe Ahly de Libye contre Cape Town. C'était un bon match. Aujourd'hui, je pense demain, vous allez voir de bonnes choses. Je pense que l'Afrique est en train d'évoluer. Et la balle, c'est elle qui pousse les joueurs à donner le maximum d'eux.
All right, I think the question was to know from the coach where he's been all this while and what he thinks comparing the Basketball Africa League and the forebearer of this competition that was known as the African Champions Cup, to which the coach has enumerated his coaching career. No need to come back to that. He has mentioned where he was. But he says that the difference between the Basketball Africa League and the previous competition is obviously the ability that teams have to bring in foreign players, and that this has been key in making the competition better. The quality of players that are in there is incredible. And he thinks that the tournament itself is really great. The quality of basketball is great, and he believes that along the years, it will just get better and better and better. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending this post-match press conference. Up next, we have the coach and a player from Ahly. Thank you.
Merci.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this second post-match press conference of the game that pitted FUS Rabat against Ahly Sporting Club. And obviously, FUS Rabat won that game 89-78. With us, we've got the coach of Ahly Sporting Club, Coach Agustin Hulbe Bosch, and Patrick Gardner. Do we have any questions? Yes, sir.
Coach Edwin Ashimwe. I work with a local news agency, the New Times. Coach, just last year, we had the same discussion here. How much of a disappointment does it feel like being beaten by a new team in the league? What's the mentality going forward? Thank you.
I don't think we lost any game when we were here last year. But it's a disappointment, of course. We prepare, as coaches, we try to prepare our team to win every game possible. Honestly, plain and simple, we didn't deserve to win this game. Or, if you want to say it different, FUS de Rabat made everything to deserve to win this game. Take it as you want, but it's very simple. Like, if you look at the stats, many things are similar. I think there is a component that is desire, that is will, that is, I don't know, play with power, with energy, and they had more than us. Simple.
Next question.
So as defending champions, what would you do moving forward in the season to uphold that legacy, but also to not let to reduce, I guess, turnovers in the games and just keep the lead up, basically improve your game? Have you thought of any tips?
Well, the legacy, in my opinion, is something that you build over years. And our club, Al Ahly, has only been champion one season last year. So I think it needs more time to see if we are really a team that can build that legacy. Which after losing today, probably we don't have many reasons to think about that. As I told the players in the locker room, if we are together after this loss and we trust each other, I have no doubt that we can make it. It happened to us in the domestic league before to put ourselves in a tougher way to the championship, and we did it. So it depends on us, it's on us, but we have to make a lot of things much better on the court than what we did today.
Thank you, Sylvie, journalist Siloko. I just want to ask you for captain. According to the result of the game, are you agree with the referees of the game today? Thank you.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, whatever league you play in, some calls are not going to go your way, but definitely good refereeing. No complaints in that department.
Yeah, next question.
Sounds ESPN Africa. Coach Agusti, you've been in Egyptian basketball for a number of years now, obviously not necessarily back to back, but you've got a lot of experience in the country. I've heard football coaches at this great club talk about how it's difficult for them to even like go shopping because the fans are so passionate, they're everywhere, there's so many of them. In the time you've been in Egypt, have you felt basketball becoming a little bit more like that at all, with the interest growing in the country? Or is it roughly the same as it was when you first got to Egypt? Is it a much more quiet life than for the football coaches?
I think I don't know how to answer this question honestly. I think my life in Egypt is very peaceful, very calm, and I love when fans approach. And Patrick has experienced this for a short time, but Al Ahly has a big fan base, and they support us, and they come in a nice way, always supporting us. So we like this kind of feeling.
Hi, question for Patrick. Now you're playing Al Ahly, which is anonymous, in the quarterfinal, but you guys played them and won them twice in the 9 conference. Do you think it's going to be not similar, but the approach would be similar to this game? Thank you.
I think the approach is, the same each game, but, they're going to come ready to play, and so do we. So I think it's going to be a tough game, but I'm still confident in my team. As long as we, stick together and make the right plays, we'll be fine.
Are there any questions?
Hi, Coach. Queen from Nigeria. Last year, you just had one defeat heading to the playoffs, and you emerged champions. But this time around, second defeat, one at the conference and second at the playoffs. Does this make you vulnerable heading to the quarterfinals, knowing quite well you are also facing a tough opponent, as you are?
Maybe you can think that we are more vulnerable. Maybe there are other reasons, like every team, let's say every season, bigger number of teams come prepared to fight for this championship. And we cannot underestimate anyone, regardless where they come from or which type of team they have, which type of budget they have. I think every team here can beat each other, and there have been many proofs of these weird or not expected results, although I think that FUS de Rabat deserved, and I congratulate them for their game. But we have to have another approach if we still want to find this way to avoid that vulnerability and be stronger like we should be.
Are there any questions? All right, Coach. Thank you very much, Coach Agustin. Thanks. Patrick, thank you very much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.